And we're live. Hi, everybody. Another Friday night already. I hope everybody's weekend went really well. And like I always, well, first of all, let me introduce our special guest this week, Deb H from Purple Elephant. And I'm sure Monkey will be joining us at some point.
Right now, he's asleep right next to me. He's curled up and
Aww.
a little cute.
And we have Allyson from Aries Girl Tarot also. And
Hello.
one of her fur babies probably will be popping in at some point, or we'll hear a little bark. And you know, mine,
Possibly.
he's got to always be like, "What's mommy? She's talking to that thing again on her table."
They're attracted to the energy.
Yes. And so we have people already waiting for us to get started. And I keep adjusting this because my iPad camera.
Me too. My light is not great.
So we have, of course, Tangi listening, working on a secret project, which I think I might know what that is.
Hi, Tangi.
So send me pictures, girl. Cosmic Orphan. Hello. Let's get this show on the road. All right.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
Yeah. Oh, Stephen. Okay. I have to start trying to remember names now. We have Hypnicity and Lalani.
Lalani.
Okay. She's from Hawaii. So hello, Lalani. I just love that. So beautiful. Love all of your input. Oh, thank you. That's nice to know. From Washington State. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful state. Shan lived there briefly too at one point. That whole area in the North Pacific Northwest is where we want to go to. Oregon, he's mainly from, and that's where I want to just up and root and just settle down there for the rest, just paint and be a part of the art community and the metaphysical and visit Shasta and all that good stuff. So, and Isadora, hello. And so, ladies, how was your week? Deb?
My week has been interesting, fairly eventful. I've done a couple of shows over on Gerald's channel and been trying to think of something new, a new story to tell so I can have a new upload on my channel.
Okay, you're the storyteller. You like to share stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have one that you'd like to share with us tonight?
Maybe. I will tell you one about a former pet that I had. I had this cat that I had gotten as a very tiny kitten. And I had her for some years. And then my son came along. And my son is disabled. And, he didn't crawl or anything like that. So one day the cat decided I apparently was not going to teach this child to feed himself. So she brought a mouse and dropped it in front of him. He was on the floor on a pallet. And she dropped it in front of him and proceeded to show him what to do with it. And I was mortified,
Yeah, I would have been too.
That she was trying to teach my child how to catch mice and eat them. She only did it once. And I know she thought he was going to starve to death because we weren't teaching him to hunt.
Oh.
And I suppose if he had been an able-bodied child and had been up toddling around, he might have tried to catch the mouse.
Or if you weren't there, you might have been like, huh? And put, babies
you might have.
And putting things in their mouth.
So I learned never to leave my child on the floor with the cat.
Yeah. All sorts of things can go wrong. Or interesting when you look at all the videos on YouTube with people and their kids and their pets and things. Wow. Very fun. Allyson, how was your week?
It was non-eventful. I worked just Wednesday, Thursday, and I don't know, nothing really. I mean, again, we're having hot days. And
Mm-hmm.
so I get out in the morning and do my dog walks and then do one again in the evening. But during the day, I'm in the house doing whatever on my days off. I make sure to get a couple hours outside regardless, but I will avoid the hot part of the day. So I did record a few videos. I only uploaded, I think, 2, but I've recorded several. I'll probably upload those tomorrow and over the weekend.
Yeah, I think you did 4
that's about
this
it.
week. Yeah, Pisces.
Know. I uploaded
Pisces was one of them. Is that
2 yesterday. I uploaded, but yeah, I have a couple waiting. So. Yes, cats are, from my perspective anyways, and I think I've heard this before, maybe I'm making that up, but they're very attracted to like negative energy. They neutralize it, but they're like attracted to it. They just come slinking and they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a cat again. I always had cats and I've been cat free for quite a few years now, and I'm ready for the 20-year commitment again.
Yeah. Sid, we're talking about our pets in our week. But yeah, I get with because when Shannon and I start to kind of raise our voices, if we're getting a little bit of an argument or something, Mozzie just kind of goes like this, and then Ziva comes up around, what's going on? She tries to get in your lap, are you okay? Is Daddy okay? It's, yeah. They're the little mediators, they try to, get everyone to, aren't I cute? Look at me, distract, So.
Interject some energy into the situation.
Exactly. Hello, Patricia. Welcome. And Sid came in. And Ben, I know it's late. Thank you for popping in. Love the video. Ben posted a funny video with him taking snippets.
Where is he?
Ben is in England.
Oh, okay.
So it is now about...
morning, isn't it?
Yeah, about 1 or 2 in the morning.
4 a.m. or something?
That.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours. So...
Okay.
Yeah, around 1 o'clock in the morning. And Sid says, I have 3 cats, but I'm always... Oh, you're always head cat. Getcha. Yeah, and they all scram. Yeah. I getcha. Hi, Amy. So I was actually going to just about to ask Allyson. I know Amy posted that they had tornado warnings. You guys were okay there in your neck of Michigan?
There was a watch. I don't know about a warning.
Well, I know Amy posted that one touched further up from her, and there was one actually that had touched not out far from Tangie's town. So it was like yesterday. It was just, I guess, a bad set of storm just going across, and of course we're right underneath it, so we just got clipped with rain and stuff. But yeah, I was worried about my coops yesterday.
Yeah, we have tornado watches here all the time, or fairly often. I don't really. I shouldn't say that, but I don't really.
Yeah.
I mean, a watch and a warning. I mean, you know what I mean. It's not the same thing. So, and they are a little bit of knock on wood. I shouldn't even say this. Like the whole time I've lived in Michigan. I mean, I lived here for 27 years, and I was gone for. I'm going to date myself right now. I was gone for like 15. I've been back for almost 5. Nothing ever developed or touched down anywhere near here.
Oh my goodness! Look at all the tornadoes. Amy said at 12 miles from her house.
In the south, they're all over the place.
Isadora said tornado touchdown in Chicago.
Oh, okay. That's not too far away. It's just
a lot of places that people typically don't have tornadoes are now starting to get.
Well, yeah, because the weather's getting so crazy.
Yeah.
Shoot, last fall we had them all through fall, all in those like Tennessee and like that whole that area, and they just got belted. Tennessee just got the hell beat out of them the last 8 months or so. They've had all kinds of stuff.
They're saying that humans are contributing it, but I guess they're saying that this has occurred in the past. The planets due for that pole shift and changes of the so yeah, and of course the humans don't help Whoa.
I think it's a combination of things.
I was sitting here going, did we get a troll? But Miss Taro D, hello, sweetheart. On my screen, it doesn't show the little pretty purple faces and everything. So all this just came up as letters, and I'm looking, going, holy.
Yeah, at first glance. Hi, Miss Taro D.
But hello, Miss Taro D. Thank you for being here. And Sheila, hello. Yes, global warming is real. We're contributing to it, but Mother Earth's having her say too in the whole mix. And then something too, this could be, a bit of a conversation piece, but we've been watching videos on the it's a channel called the Y Files, and AJ really does a lot of research and whatnot into whatever topics. He'll cover things about government, UFOs, anything that, his subscribers would really like to see him do an in-depth. And I guess it's been, since like World War II, the governments, the militaries across the world have been finding ways of using weather as a weapon. And they know how to, like, I think they said the Vietnam War or something, they were seeding the clouds, making it rain, and they were putting chemicals in it and all sorts of things. So on top of, poor Mother Nature dealing with what we're putting out, carbon base wise and whatnot, and then the military going in, from all over the world and messing with the weather, it's scary, how weather can be weaponized.
And something else they're doing with it is using it for cover. If they don't want the spy satellites to see what they're doing in a specific area.
And now we saw Greg Braden. He posted a video. We haven't watched it, but I guess some of the military, I think it might have been part of ours. They want to start using ways of blocking the sun to help control the heat that's hitting the earth. So now they want to start manipulating cloud cover to keep the sun off the earth. And I'm like, people, stop. Just stop. Yeah. This isn't for like fear mongering, but this is just, talking about weather. There's so many things now playing into, weather wise, and the patterns changing, and Mother Earth is just about us. It's like, she's just going to take care of us like she did before. And I see that chat jumped. So let me yes, the Earth is tilting more. Oh, Sheila, good. I didn't know if you were on. If I see a troll, I shall smite them.
Nice.
Is that what you left? I love that. I will smite them. The Earth. Yeah.
People will be pushing us to do that. Oh God, that's funny.
The funniest meme where it said, cats, they show a cat laying and pushing everything off. So they said,
I love those videos, or cats sitting there and they're looking at something. They just go.
That's what my Steven does. She don't care. She'll just push it right off. Mozzie tries to walk around or lay carefully. Funny. She doesn't.
Like, get this away from me.
She knows. Our pets know. I'm sure your dogs probably do it too. When they want your attention, they'll, knock some. No,
not dogs. No, that's definitely cat behavior, in my opinion, in my experience.
Well, my Piper used to take her nose and,
actually,
or take her paw and, smack stuff, and we're like, oh, okay.
I take that back to a degree. Scout, if his water dish is empty, and I think this is very clever of him, he'll go over there and he'll like hit it with his foot and then just turn and look at me and be like,
"Yep,
you gonna do something about this?" And then he'll do it again if I don't, which I do go put water in, but it's funny when he does it, so I might pause for a second and let him do it again.
Yeah. You trying to tell me something?
Yeah, but that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, that's pretty funny when he does that.
And I saw something else too, and the currents, yes, and not just in the air, but another thing that came on that brought up with the whole Titan disaster with, them going down underwater, is just that people don't realize not only are the militaries around the world messing with the weather patterns and with the clouds and things for whatever it is that they're doing, but they're also testing weapons now, or they have been testing weapons, and they're destroying marine life. They're ruining, the waters, the oceans. animals. So people are coming across pictures of animals that are deformed because they've gotten caught into it near whatever chemical or oil leak. I mean, my God, when BP was just gushing oil into the Gulf that year, I really was hoping that a lot of those people would be put into jail for this disaster and people would stop drilling. But is it, it's the, you know, the money.
It's it. I yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well, Allyson
it's
loves
it's
nature and
it's
animals, and so this
it's
is
like
a
oh, it's very hard for
heavy.
me not to then just go on a tangent. But yes, yeah, it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
So we're really, but then at the same time, we see all this bad stuff, and there are so many people, good people, trying to make a concerted effort to help too. And that's where the
Mhm.
media, social media, they like throwing all the bad stuff, into the news, but they don't show all the good things for people to actually see and get behind and rally with. So, yeah, yeah, it does make us sick, Jesri. Um, I saw my orcas. Well, she loves orcas. Yeah, and some people feel too the whole disaster too with with the Titan and stuff. Because Sherry H and I were reading on the Titans. I just kind of wanted to see the energy around it, especially from a spiritual point of view. Because here we are going down, visiting grave sites for ridiculous amounts of money, where that money can be put into our school system, into helping the poor, the families are going hungry, and yet they're putting money into these ventures to go and visit these sites. I can understand for scientific, exploration and stuff, but I'm really thinking that a lot of, you know, the animals have had it. They're sentient. They're probably sick and tired of us destroying their habitat. And we were getting in our cards that not only were like, the lost souls in these, in these disasters and these wrecks they keep visiting were, a partial play in the energy of what happened, but so were the animals and the marine life saying, enough is enough. So, um, yeah, I'm kind of going on a tangent. I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to bring. Kind of feel like I'm bringing the vibe down, but this is just something that I'm really I get passionate about. Yes, if they
There's
would just
nothing
stop.
wrong with that, Heather. Nothing wrong with that.
But Aries girl, that's my home state. I'm not sure Michigan or I don't know. I
Oh
think I
no, he's
lost.
talking about Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. There you go.
Wow.
Yep,
He
everyone
was
does it.
commenting when I was talking about the tornadoes. He said they probably deserved it. If I understood his comment correctly, and I laughed. Heather, a lot of stuff comes out of
Yeah,
Tennessee.
yeah. A lot of stuff is going on. I know. I mean, the energy. And it's unfortunate that a lot of times the people who are trying to
I
make
mean,
a
they're not
difference for the
Florida,
good,
but
no,
right.
Texas, but people who, it just seems like the people who really want to, make a difference, they lose their voice or they have to take what, because of what the majority or whatever. It's, yeah, yeah. There's so much I want to say, but yet at the same time, I don't want
Yeah.
to, make it too heavy, but I get it. You know, um, the attack. Yeah, the orcas are attacking boats. If anybody wants to see a documentary that really changed how I see, especially, I always knew marine land and those places like that were not good for animals, and I
Probably making
saw.
them nutty.
Well, look what
And good
happened
for
to that
them.
trainer where that
We're
girl got
totally
her.
invading their home constantly over in a disgusting way. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
good.
So blackfish is be prepared. It's very sad. It's very depressing, but it shows, what marine land and all the other,
I've
so.
seen a lot of stuff.
And Hypnicity Leah says, I have an orca as a spirit guide. That's beautiful. The Cove, no, it's called Blackfish. It came out, I think, about 8 or 10 years ago. And I remember seeing it when we still had cable. Um, so frustrated, yeah. Preach it, sister. Oh, thank you. But I want to keep. Is there anything, Deb, that you're? I guess is there anything else that you would like to add, or if you want to change the topic, or no?
I'm
You're,
I've heard about the orcas attacking boats and tearing off rudders, and I think that may have something to do with memories of being injured by boats.
mhm.
The first one I think that started it was pregnant. The first one
Wow.
that did it. So I've heard all about all of that. I don't know why they're doing it, but I know they're doing it. And I think that it's coming up on, the 100 Monkeys story? That if you teach 100 monkeys to do something, then all of the monkeys will do it. That
I've
it
heard I've heard of it, but I didn't know what was
comes
I
behind
get
into
it.
where you're going with that.
collective consciousness of the
And they're in
species.
the water.
So because they're starting to do it in other places now, I'm thinking that it's kind of a collective memory or something.
Yeah.
I think they probably telepathically communicate too. Just
I
saying.
think that's absolutely true.
I'm
So
surprised.
They think animals are stupid and they're dumb and they have no feelings and they're not sentient. They're the most,
probably not true.
most sentient creatures on this planet.
But so yeah, I don't know why they're doing that, and I haven't tried to go into their consciousness to find out, because that's I wouldn't do that without their permission. So I don't know why they're doing it, but I imagine we will find out at some
Yes.
point the
Well,
reason that they're doing it.
Well, I was going to pull a card out for Lalani, well, Hypnicity, but she left. Well, there's a lot of animals. I have this deck, and it's one of my favorites. It's the Spirit Animal Oracle. See that we were talking about animals, and I thought I would see because I thought for sure she had an orca um, included in here, um, but she does. I know she has whale.
It's not in that one.
Whale spirits. So yeah, I mean, are they within the same species? Are they like whales? Yes. But orcas, I mean, the tribes up in the Pacific Northwest, um, they hold orcas. They're one of their spirit animals for the tribes up there and for the one nations in Canada. And with going back to the whole having to hunt for to be able to survive and using every part of the animal compared to the whale hunting and stuff that goes on in off the waters just for the abergreen not abergine amber I can never pronounce the word right, but what goes into our perfumes and our colognes.
Oh.
And so that's why I try to be careful when I buy colognes, because that's what a lot of the animals I'm assuming at this stage that there's a lot of more vegan based products and things out there. Yeah.
I'm allergic to everything, so I don't
Yeah.
I'm sent
buy perfumes or scents or
Makeup
makeup or anything like that.
Nope.
So
I
I
don't
don't.
wear deodorant.
But if I did, I would want to
I thought I smelled something over here, Allison.
I don't. It's a whole thing. The diet that I follow, and I do shave my armpits. I don't really, it's never been an issue. Let's just put it that way.
Now, I had no people were talking about the crystals, but I heard that sometimes the crystal even irritates sensitive skin and it does more damage than. I mean, it just depends on all of our body's chemistries, really.
I just don't like putting anything on my body.
Gotcha. See me, I love pink stuff.
Yeah. And the way I eat, my skin is moisturized. So yeah, it's a very interesting subject.
But if I did buy those products, I would research them, because I'm not I have always felt some kind of way about animal testing, and it's not.
Yeah, same thing with me.
Yeah.
Right now,
Mhm.
I have a couple when I go into the stores like Walmart or if I go into Ulta. I try to make sure I check the back of the packages. You know, my shampoo I use is contains no animal, not tested on animals. Um, as far as I know, Mary Kay still tests on animals. I know Avon um, was, then they weren't, but then they went back again. And I know groups like now I don't know how people feel in chat about PETA. Sometimes they're very extreme to the point where over extreme. But at the same time, I find that you know that they're hard. You know, the people really want the best for animals, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword with everything because everyone's going to
Yeah,
have different
I have
beliefs
mixed
and
feelings about them, so I don't. It's not my business. What they do is not my business.
so Miss Tarot D, is CoverGirl all vegan now or just a few of their products? Because I know my shampoo is Procter and Gamble, and I think they have some that they're trying to, you know, at least they're making a concerted effort, as far as I know, to make only some of their products. You know,
Animal testing just
I
needs
don't
to be
know.
banned
Yeah,
for
If she-
everything, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Get people that will volunteer and be aware of the hazards or whatever and sign off on it and experiment on people. That's my opinion. Leave animals out of it.
Well, I've heard that they're going to actually start. They're going to have the idea to actually start testing on lab-grown parts and not
lab grown
natural-born.
organs and stuff and
So
Mhm.
skins.
like live, like a leg,
Something like that.
like
Yeah,
that, rather than a heart and a brain. And
kind of creeps me out, but
yeah, it is weird, but hey, if they can get whatever wackadoo sideways information they think they need,
right.
whatever.
Instead of using some natural-born animal.
Monkeys and cats and all this crazy whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Steven,
He's been
exactly.
a comedian tonight. I haven't been able to keep up, but yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
he's
the
pretty
Orca
cute.
joke and then the Oprah joke and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're funny, Steven. Hello,
Mhm.
Plucky. Late to the party. Now we're just chilling out, hanging out.
Oh God.
Let's see. CoverGirl says they're 100% now. Well, let's hope so that people are. But you know, a lot of times they were doing the animal because it costs less.
Mhm.
And I did briefly work for a company in Arizona um, that creates. They're called WL Gore, and they create stints for surgeries and stuff, and for healing wounds and things. And you know, working there, I had to, you know, I needed a job and it was a good paid job at the time. And, you know, during one of the meetings, I did mention animals and that already kind of put a check mark on my file. I didn't last very long there. And they said that their animals that they use in the laboratories, you know, for the stints and things and stuff, were treated. He claimed a lot better than some animals are treated by their owners, and we know how people can be very brutal. Um, but I still wish we could leave animals out of it. I really, because they have no say. They can't. You know what I mean? It's
You
just
also you shouldn't be able to have your animals outside in the winter. Dogs. Like, do you know how many states where you can have backyard dogs? I mean, and they're
Yeah.
out all summer, all winter. I mean, yeah.
And
It's
Amy
just
proves the points
gross.
too. She goes, "I'm on medications. If I don't take, she could die." And no, the way that she got those medications was probably through animal testing. I know it's hard because someone said to me, "Well, what if a loved one, one of your
That's what I'm
loved
saying.
ones?"
People, they need to have people volunteer. You know, there's a lot of people out there that would do it. There's a lot of people that would do that kind of stuff.
But they'd have to pay them. I mean, that's the
That's
standard.
right.
And that's
That's
it
right.
right there.
Standard is they'd
Exactly.
have to pay them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Cat Mama. So,
Very true.
Cosmic Orphan, I made a list. Uh-oh. Let's see. What's Cosmic? Steven, what are you doing? What you saying? He says, I'll behave. Nah. Oh, because he said a conservative. Okay, yeah. And then he put this up here. I think him. Oh,
So do I. Absolutely. Yeah, why not?
Oh,
I have a cute little shirt. Maybe I'll try to remember to wear it next time. And
What?
it's of a little rabbit holding the gun. It's really cute.
like I said, eventually.
Oh, there's pretty boy.
Get your boy.
Look
Say
at
hi to
that.
everybody. Say
That
hi, everybody in
beauty is
chat.
just,
Say
that's
hi.
just too much.
Okay. Bye.
So handsome.
Hypnicity said, how about something fun now? Well, suggest
Okay.
something, Hypnicity.
Yeah, I agree, Hypnicity.
Yeah. But like I said, with Fridays we have, storytelling. We have laughter, and sometimes we talk about stuff that is close to our hearts. And that's
2
why I like going
seconds.
from one to the other. Cosmic Orphan, animals already do own guns. Oh, humans. Yeah, I get that. If that's what she was referring to. So let's see, 8:34. Well, I hadn't come up with a because we were discussing about another possible topic to discuss tonight, but so I didn't get to coming up with a themed question like I usually do on Fridays. But the ladies were open to if anybody had any questions that they would like. Just a reminder that no third parties. We don't do politics, and no health or legal. Um, with questions around topics like that, I can maybe do an energy, but especially too not
Right. We're not doctors. We're not lawyers.
Not lawyers,
If
exactly.
you need that kind of advice, seek one of those real professionals.
Yes, most definitely. So let's see, 8:35. I usually like to go to about quarter after or so. So yep, holy smokes, what a cutie. Yeah, I have two of them. One's short hair and the other one's long hair. She only comes in when she wants her box changed or she wants her bowl filled. So she won't be making a. Oh, Jessery wants us to do the hokey pokey.
I remember the hokey pokey. That's funny. I used to
Hey,
go
Buzz,
skate
you want to do the
every
hokey
Saturday.
pokey? Put your one paw in, put your one paw out. Let's see, Viva La Revolution with an animal voice. Yeah. Miss Taro D, lay it on me. Oh, wait a minute. And they have training camps where they are currently planning the revolution animals. Well, let's just hope they remember those of us that do love them, and that we do do our best to take as good care of them as possible. So okay, Amy, I see yours. If people can put them in big capital letters like this, that would be awesome. And talking about animals, I decided I'm going to keep my spirit animal oracle out. So, all righty. Let's see. So, for Amy, she would like a message from her grandparents, Elizabeth and Claire. Now, Allison, you want me to leave that up while you're shuffling so you can stay connected to?
Yeah, that'd be great. Or at
Renee?
least for a minute. Yeah, I do like to at least look at it. And this
Sure.
is not, connecting with people isn't my strong point, but I will give it my best shot.
Give it. Well, I was going to say, hit me with your best shot. Yeah. Let's see. I have a Tiger Haven not far from my house. Oh, do you really, Steven? See, I can't forget the name Steven because I had a boyfriend. My first boyfriend's name was Steven, so I can't forget that name. Okay, Jesri. There we go. So for Amy's question, I'm going to go to a different deck.
Are you in Florida, Cosmic?
No, he just put yes. And I don't know if that's yes to your question.
That was before I said anything, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious where he is, because when I lived in Florida, there was one in Florida.
And Deb, when you're ready, let me know. Mike is always
I'm
go
ready.
first. Oh, okay. And there you go.
Amy, they want you to treasure your family. So I get the kin card. And then the Spider Woman card. And she represents destiny. So you are fulfilling your destiny. You're following these webs, doing what you're supposed to do. They want you to know you're the winged one. So I'm getting maybe you astral travel a good bit, that you fly to new places. But all of this, I'm going to try to pronounce this word, Amy. Anishinaabe. It means the good being. And it has to do with knowing what your worth is. Knowing that all of the good things in the world around you, you're deserving of having them and taking them in and having them be part of you. And remember that you're worthy to accept all of those good things. So they want you to know that they love you very much and they're watching over you, and they will continue to watch over you. But that to remember that family is there for you, and call on them whenever you need them, and that they will respond. And they want you to remember that you are loved and you are worthy.
Beautiful. And let's see, I'm just going to go here because I want to say hi quick. Jeff Bailey joined us. Tarot Ask Backwards. Viviani is here. Where's Little Monkey? Hi, Beth.
Monkey's asleep, Beth. It's right over here.
So, Amy, first of all, I pulled a card from the animal spirits because we were talking about animals. I think they wanted to be present. And Pig Spirit is about using your mind wisely. So, using your mind wisely, making sure that we pay attention to what we tell ourselves, what we think about ourselves, making just sure that we're in a mindful place, that we are building ourselves up and not tearing ourselves down. And that kind of follows through with cards for my new deck, the Healing Waters. Where's my? I just had it here. I absolutely love this deck. The Healing Waters is all based on water and the power of water. And your first card is Clear Waters, Clear Vision, Confirmation, Right Timing, Opportunity. So I know you know what this means. With planning for getting yourself settled and your trip and everything. Your grandparents are saying your intentions have been put out there. They have been heard. The opportunity is coming. I have the waterfall. And so it's just to remember to keep work, using that inner power of yours. You have that unbridled confidence and claiming your place. So just keep doing what you're doing. Don't let any negative thoughts get in the way with that. Lady of the Lake, new beginnings. Something is about to happen. So spiritually, emotionally, and it's kind of hard to see a little bit on the screen, but there's a beautiful swan right there because swans are associated with the Isle of Avalon, and swans are about transformation. So things are going to be transforming in your life. Timing, we know, is really hard because things don't act on a linear scale in the spirit world. Things are constantly happening then, forward, now. It's confusing, but apparently that's how the universe works in that way. The bottom card I had for that was the Sacred Well, and it says to make sure you give self-care, replenish yourself, and giving from a place of plenty. So make sure that you are taking good care of yourself. Again, using your mind wisely, mental health, emotional health, physical health, and make sure too you're drinking plenty of water. And the last card that I pulled was from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And I did get the card Ghost Dance. And I'm just starting to pull these cards out again. So let me grab my book. These are, and this deck was created by Alberto Veloto, Colette Baron Reed, and Marcella Lobos. Just really beautiful cards and messages through these. And let me just come right over here. And the Ghost Dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors. So again, your parents, your ancestors. Here's the connection for that. With those ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. The ancestors have a message of healing and is a powerful medicine to offer you. So it says here to create a sacred moment at your altar, light a candle to them, and let their wisdom infuse you. And so the last part that's jumping out at me is the medicine section of this card, which is if you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, remember being mindful of those thoughts going on, mourning a lost youth or opportunities missed, it's time to make an altar for your ancestors. So they're saying when you're going through these hardships, when you don't feel like your messages or your prayers are being heard, go to your altar, light a candle. And I know Allison can totally relate to this because as I'm reading this, I'm thinking about Allison and her altar to her ancestors. They're wanting you to light a candle, pull out their pictures, sit with them, and just be and meditate and just know and just imagine their peace coming through you to help you through those moments and let you know that they're looking over you, your ancestors are looking over you, and they are guiding you. And with that, I'm going to give it over to Allison.
All right. So is this Amy with a new name?
Mm-hmm. Amy Smiling Light. She's now Amy Warrior Princess.
Okay, I just had a feeling because the picture is not indicative. I can't see the picture; it's tiny, but that looks like that's like a. She got that online or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was off. So there you go.
Oh,
yeah. That's
fine.
That's a little
no,
AI
I saw it before. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, now this. Okay, this was kind of cool. It makes even more sense because I'm looking at it. And I kind of I do prefer to blind read, but I didn't know it was you. So this is telling me this is what I got. Oh, it's so this lighting. So I have this. It says blossom. Light. Light. Peace. This is what you need to do. You need to be taking care of yourself, which I don't know who you would be caretaking, and maybe you're not, but the message is like for you to take care of you and not worry about other people. You need to mother, nurture, care for yourself and not others. Now, if you're not doing that with others, there's not enough focus on you. So take that however it applies or what that looks like, but there's a need to wasn't that, yeah, I almost said shine the light on yourself. Mm-hmm. You're the cat sitting here, you need to be, I don't know, there's like a sense of not nurturing or something like that. To blossom, to come into peace with yourself. Like there's some sort of maybe, I know you a little bit, but not really, I don't know if you have we all do some sort of inner battle going on. This can be mental. It can be emotional. It could be both. It could be one or the other. It could even be within relationships, whatever. But there's something there about that. And this is what the message is coming through from your family. And then, as always, for the last month or so, I pulled from the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck because why the hell not? And I'm loving this deck. And I do get messages here, and I'm going to be reading from the book. because I am absolutely going to learn all of these goddesses. So just bear with me as I will do some reading from the book. But this is Sekhmet. Probably a lot of you know who she is. Oh, I wish this would come in clearer. She is the wounded healer. This is a gorgeous deck. The lighting here is horrible. So anyways, and I'm going to read about her really quick. Sekhmet is the fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war, the sun, and healing. She carries life force in her palm with the power to create or destroy. Sekhmet's guidance: heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. Wow. Do I need to read any more? That's exactly what I was just saying.
That's Amy.
You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. That's exactly what I was saying with all of this. It's exactly what I was just talking about. The embodiment message: when did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Dive deep questions. What are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the ways you defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. And the goddess declaration, which is like the mantra, is: it is safe to put myself first. It is safe to put myself first. And that's a good one for a lot of people to just say. But that's the message, Amy. I hope it was helpful and is understood in some way.
Yeah, I posted her comment up there for you. She is a very demanding mother.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
And I know what that's like, what that's all about. So I can understand the difficulty coming with the mother figure and that kind of control, most definitely. And just really quick, well, see, we just finished reading with Amy. Sherry H, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, and I will be guests on Amy's channel tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. We're going to, or 7:30, excuse me. We're going to be reading on, I guess there's some new investigations opening up into the TWA flight plane crash from years back. I think it was in the 80s.
I think it was 97.
97. So she's invited Sherry and I to read with her. And I'm trying not to look too much into the history of that, just to see what the cards, have to say. So yes, that will be tomorrow evening. So thank you, Amy, for your question. Just really quickly, as if people popped in while we were reading, Sweet Angel Tarot is new. Honey, I can't remember your name. I'm still learning names, but she has a brand new channel. So thank you for joining us. And Sylvia popped in. Hello, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia.
Teresa Levine did. Viviani came in. Wow, 21 people. My goodness. Feeling the love here. This is wonderful. And I think 1996. And she says, thank you, ladies. And you're welcome. There have been just so many, it's just,
Yes.
Yeah, I have nightmares. Every time I have a dream about playing, I look up at it and it crashes. And I'm like, okay, nah.
Heather, did you see Cat Mama's question?
Oh, no, I did not. I was going up trying to see if is that letting me go anywhere past?
It's at 8:40 p.m.
Yeah, it's not letting me go up. Cat Mama, could you type that back in for me, please? I apologize. Usually I can go up further. I was trying to do that. But because I have more people now in chat, it's not letting me. I'm at 8:46. That's as far as it's letting me go.
And it's right before that. So Claudia put it in again.
So, yes, my dear, thank you. Next up is Hypnicity. That's Lalani. And she wants a message from her guides to know about her lack of motivation. So I'll leave that up for Allison for a few minutes. Thanks, Cat Mama. I appreciate that. I should probably start leaving my phone open too. And Deb, whenever you say the word,
All
I'll
righty.
be in there.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so
Milani, the first card I got is the Page of Wands. So, wands are fire and action and doing, and this page is about the message. So maybe there's a message you're not hearing about getting yourself motivated. Or maybe you need to look for a new message. The Queen of Wands, also fiery passion. That's it. There's not something you're passionate about. You need to try to get yourself to a place where the things that you're needing to do or wanting to do involve some sort of passion about it. See this queen? She's going forward. She's got something on her mind. She's a woman of action. But don't expect it to pop right up. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady forward movement. So maybe you are passionate about something, but you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You are making forward movement. It just may feel very slowly. The High Priestess is telling you that the secrets will be revealed to you. She knows what you need to do, and she will reveal them to you. But in the meantime, try to get your passion going about the things you need to go do. Wait for the information. You don't have every piece of information that you need yet. And remember that even slow movement, if you're going forward, it's still forward movement. The secrets will come. You're muted.
sorry. She said that that makes sense and that she has planted seeds.
Okay, good.
So
Just give them time to grow.
oh, you got to be kidding me! I looked at the bottom. The deck told me to look at the bottom of this deck. Oh my gosh! Just really quick before I do the other cards first. Hypnicity. Look at codes of the seeds. Okay. Wow. Woohoo. Okay. I just love it when all of our cards start to resonate and you see the message, coming through and you get those chills. So Hypnicity. I don't know if Hypnicity want me to call you Hypnicity or if you want me to call you Lalani. So let me know what you prefer, sweetheart. So the first card I got, I used my animal deck, was the Rhino Spirit. So you have that energy. You can call upon the Rhino Spirit to help you overcome any obstacle. And according to you have lost, there's like a lack of motivation. And to be honest, I think lately watching other live channels, a lot of people are kind of feeling like they're a little stuck, a little sluggish. The energy is different. And, we all feel like we're moving towards something, but sometimes it feels like it's not going fast enough. And it's kind of like you see it and you're moving towards it, but it's like, like running through water. You can't get there, fast enough. Oh, that was weird. I just heard a whistle. Okay. So next card I got is sandpiper spirit. Be playful. So during this time, instead of reflecting on lack of motivation, distract yourself. Sandpiper spirit says, be playful. Start doing things that you love to do, things that you may not be, they said you typically do, kind of like that whole thinking out of the box kind of thing. And I have a friend, and she's lurking. I know she's laughing right now because that's her favorite saying is thinking outside of the box. But really, it's telling you to be playful. Look at other things that you can be doing that might help kind of inspire. Because I love those cards, Deb. That Queen of Wands was beautiful. And the next one I have is White Raven Spirit and trusting in the magic, trusting within the magic you create, the magic that starts within you, because we create the magic, the energy that we use to create, to manifest. It's co-created with spirit, but it all starts within us. And so honor that natural magic that's within you. And at the bottom of the deck was the hummingbird spirit. Be here now. So that's perfect. Instead of worrying about the future, when am I going to get my motivation, like the sandpiper, be playful, trust in your magic, and just be present in the moment. Try not to get too bogged down into whatever it is that you're having a hard time gaining momentum with. And my cards continue to go. I have just three more. And one's from the healing waters, and it's making waves. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievements. So, like Deb was saying with her cards, momentum is building. You are moving forward. You got those beautiful storm clouds behind you. They're pushing you forward. The clouds are opening up. There's those pillars. You're connecting to your higher self, your intuition, your emotions. You are moving towards your goals. I also have now from her other deck, the Rose Oracle, which is a beautiful deck as well. I got the Reunion. So this has to do with soul recognition. Like that other card, trusting in your magic, reconnecting with your higher self, with your intuition, sitting down, meditating, doing things that are playful, that make you reconnect with that inner child, that magic. Collaboration, partnership, and friendship. So maybe start seeking, just being, and also it could be making friends with yourself, reconnecting with who you are. Connecting, these could be, spirit guides, ancestors. These could be people in your inner circle, your friendships. Um, Maybe reach out to them to do things that would be playful to get your mind off. It's that little bit of a kick of rejuvenation. And at the bottom of the deck, it made me look, and you said you were planting the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. So right now, you planted everything. It's in the dark, it's in the earth, it's being nurtured, it's streaming, and it's waiting to blossom. So as you said yourself, the seeds have been planted. So just keep trusting in that magic. And that's what I have, and I'm going to give that over to Allison.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who are we reading for?
This is Hypnicity. Her name is
It is. I thought so, but
okay. This is how
okay.
you pronounce her name, Nalani.
Okay, thank you. Nalani, I think I don't know what you mean when you say motivations. Isn't that what she said? Motivation?
Yeah, she needs guys
Okay.
to
I was
help with
getting
her motivation.
energy somehow though. Is that actually what you mean, or does that somehow
Here's her question right here.
what do my guys want me to know? Right, but I got it. It's like you're like, is there like a lethargy type thing you're dealing with? I also have there's some sort of tower with somebody that you're processing.
She says yes.
So the lethargy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because I immediately, that's what I got. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a tower. So maybe that's what it is. I just felt like it was a person. So maybe the tower is the lethargy, but I feel like you're carrying energy of somebody else, like a relationship gone wrong. This could be family. It could be a female. It could be a male. I'm feeling like it's more female though. Doesn't mean that it is. But something here that you're energetically holding on to. You might not even be aware of it. And that's bogging you down like a boulder to your ankle. So just keep that in mind. Sit with that if you don't know what it is. If there's a way for you to let go of it, that alone, that's in your energy. So that's an issue. Also, you're I don't feel like you're breathing well, like you're doing shallow breathing. Pay attention to your breath and how much oxygen you're bringing in. That's something too. And make sure you're getting outside and that I can't believe I'm getting all that your vitamin D, you need to be getting sun. You need to be getting out in the sun. If you're already doing that, I don't know what this would be, but there's something about, both of those things. And then I also drew from the African Goddess Rising. Get yours now.
Monkey. Sorry.
I've never met Monkey.
Oh, look at that monkey. Oh, look at that face.
Oh,
hi,
is
monkey.
That a boy? Is that a boy, Deb?
He's a boy.
He's so
I think
cute.
He's a flying monkey. So
he's absolutely adorable.
Thank you.
Yes.
And just a really quick, Allyson, Nalani also said her husband is having surgery too, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Not just
and
with her,
that could be. Let me glance at all that again. That could maybe be the tower, especially if that's a big deal. I mean, depending on what the surgery is, it could be a big deal, or maybe it's just routine. So let me read to you. I pulled for you Satira, and her message is one of being brazen. Right? So her guidance message is step up, go for it. Partner with the divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. All who mean you harm will fall away. Your hurdles are illusions because you are plugged into the source. The embodiment message is make the brazen decision. What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? It is brazen to be unapologetically you. It is brazen to speak up for someone not in the room. It is brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career than your community. It is brazen to build your family your way. God, goddess, force, energy is brazen. I love this goddess. And the goddess declaration, I am bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. I need to get a shirt that says
brazen on it.
All of these things. It's hilarious. But anyways,
brazen
let me look at that really quick. Her husband is having surgery?
Yes, her husband.
Absolutely.
Hi, Brenda.
And I think it's going to be okay. Absolutely. Yeah, that could be what this is. Wheel of Fortune is the outcome. I mean, I do think it's all going to work out, but yeah, it's and because you do have the Tower, the Two of Cups. Yes, I absolutely see how that could be, but there's something here.
She also added something else for you.
I'm not going to say that right now. But yeah, this about you though, this, I spoke up for myself and got cut off from people. Oh, well, good for you. Bye. But this breathe and light, I would absolutely just give that some thought. But anyways, blessings to your husband. I hope it all works out.
Thank you. And really quick, hello, Brenda. Thank you for joining us. So nice to see you. And she says it will be a relief to get this resolved. I bet.
Yeah. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the outcome, and that's almost always positive. I didn't pull a clarifier on her, but I would think that.
And again, lots of kisses and love for Monkey. So, yep. All righty. So I told Miss Tarot D that she can have Tarot D, did you put a question in? I haven't seen a question. I did let you know that we had room. And really quick, Gerald stopped in too. So it's good to see Gerald.
Mhm.
Let me just take this one off here. Are you doing okay, Deborah, at 9:08? Okay. So next question is Jezree. Dragonfly. Let's see, flowing in the river. Is there a spirit message that goes with the dragonfly? No general message? Okay, my dear. So do you need some? Are you okay with that? Or
No,
is it
that's
yours?
fine.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Here, I'm just going to go ahead and put Deb in there because Deb's already.
You knew I was ready.
Yep.
Jezree. It's Jessica, isn't it? The first, on the bottom of the deck, I want to tell you that, and you may already know this, that dragonflies represent transformation. On the bottom of my deck, I got transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. Okay, so that's the general complexion of the reading. The first, I got two cards came out at first. The first one was answering the call. So the time is now. So you're being called to do something. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. So whatever you're being called to do is bringing you this abundance. Then I got the voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So whatever this transformation is that's going on with you, that this dragonfly was trying to let you know is happening, has to do with abundance, has to do with answering the call. So listen carefully to what your guides are trying to tell you. And it's going to be a voyage of the heart. It's going to be a loving thing. The desert passage tells you to trust because there's a divine plan. Follow the dragonfly. Transform yourself. Follow that divine plan, and everything will work out exactly as it's supposed to. When you answer the call and receive the abundance that answering that call gives you, and it's all going to take place in love. Looks pretty good to me.
Nice. I'm looking for, so I just wanted to pull up the card for, or the message for Dragonfly, just to share with her and everybody according to this book. And my fingers don't want to move. Okay, that's not Dragonfly. That's the wolf. That's okay. Others transposing numbers again. The elusive Dragonfly, page number 60. Oh, I see what I was doing. It's number 22. Oh, see, I am not good with numbers. Put Heather and numbers together. And yeah. Let's see. When it comes to numbers, Allison's our girl for that. So, Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. So, well, she's got quite a bit here. So I'm just going to kind of read briefly what she has here in the first little. The oracle message of a dragonfly spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, Dragonfly spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, for a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. So it also mentions to let go of the fear. Fear holds us back. And that's perfect because the dragonfly, and I got these two cards again from the oracle. And I think the dragonfly is letting you know that your guides are trying to reach you, that your guides are listening to you, that there's this relationship with your guides. I don't know if you feel like you need to be more in tune with them, connect more with them, but the dragonfly, I think, is trying to let you know, especially with illusions and with dreams, that they're trying to give you messages. So maybe pay attention to your dreams, or to messages around you, from your guides. The other card that I also got from that can't remember who this again this was for. I think this was for Nalani. Was the codes of the seeds. So this came up again. They're letting you know that the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. So whatever it is, the dragonfly is letting you know. Break through the illusion. Get past the fear. Your guides are there with you. They're willing to work with you to help you through it. And then the last four cards I have are Whispers of the Mother Earth, which is creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. So whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. You're connecting with your guides. They're acknowledging that you are, or you may need to strengthen that connection, or you feel that there is a strengthening in that connection. I got the Mystic Rose, which has to do with compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. So I feel like this card represents you, and it also kind of matches all the guides. Like these are the traits, the energy that you want to be able to share with people. These are the elements that make up who you are. And another card too from the Healing Waters deck. Again, clear waters. This is the right timing. You have the opportunity. Connect with your guides. You're starting to get clear visions and things that you are noticing, like with the dragonfly. That was a message. That was a confirmation. That's clear vision of you connecting with your guides, and they're acknowledging that. And the last card I have is plunge. Don't hold back. It's time to go. Go for it and dive in. So they're just waiting for you to take that plunge, and they'll be with you all, along the way. And I'll give it over to Allyson.
Computer takes forever to turn the mute off. Jess, this is saying that there's something here that you carry, some sort of like negative self-talk that you need to let go of. You need to stop judging yourself and accept that you do this and have compassion for yourself as to why maybe you do it, and then let it go. You don't have to look deep into why, but it would be a good idea to do that. But I've got the coyote and the pelican, and I have compassion and depth from the Flowers of the Night Oracle. That's what I'm getting from all of that. And then I pulled from the African Goddess Rising, and I got Long Bubby Suzy. And her message is of shame. And it's the same type of message. It's not exactly the same, but it's just reminding you that you're beautiful and that you're loved. Every part of your journey is beautiful. I'm just pulling this all together because this is really long. Even the ugly moments that you might have, it's all part of who we are. Let it go. If there's anything that you're holding on to, this could be ancient. And not all of this will necessarily apply. Just take the parts that do. It's the whole package that makes you okay. It's the whole package that makes you beautiful, right? We're all beautiful. in our own unique, beautiful way, right? And some of us, like myself with the black sheep, right, that kind of stands out. It's beautiful too. You know, who wants to be a cookie cutter? I don't, and I'm not. It says you're secretly scared you're not enough. Shame is lying to you. You're not broken, unloved, ugly, unworthy, da 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 da. You're none of those things. Shame keeps you small and hiding. Accept yourself. You're a bright light. And I was just reading about this goddess. The mantra is, I am protected. Own your power, Jess. Or, sorry, what was her name again?
Jesri, but I think Deb said her name is
That's
Jessica.
what I thought. Yeah, Jesri. Yeah, she's a fabulous commenter.
Yes.
But just, you know, own your power, honey. All right, that's what I got. Oh, and really quickly, Dragonfly in this deck, Jess, is you know who you really are, right? And that's probably that you're a healer. Okay. Own that ish. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. I'm done.
And I went ahead and I pulled mine out too to show her. This is what the dragonfly spirit looks like in my deck.
Transcends illusion.
Absolutely beautiful. Yep. Alrighty, thank you, Jesri. She says, I can't have compassion and understanding for everyone but myself, it seems. Expect for myself. You know, I think a lot of us are like that. I will, you know, sit here. I talk to sometimes
that's a child.
my counselor, and I tell her, I tell people when I do my lives, they need to love each other, love themselves, accept them. They're good. But yet when it comes to me and the things that I've done or things that, you know, my past, I have a hard time doing it. It's just, yeah, I think a lot of us, you know, at some point or the other struggle internally with that. So
mirror work is good for that. Saying positive things to yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, me too, Jesri. That was beautiful reading. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Cat Mama would like to know what her July looks like.
In what regards? I mean, Cat I can Mama? Read on it, but in...
I don't have the little white courtesy phone.
Work,
Cat Mama,
home life,
you're here.
love, romance. I mean, I can just look at it, but a direction is helpful to your reading. We already are in, what is this? What are we, July?
We're halfway through July.
July 13th? No, 14th. 14th.
Okay, yeah, Cat Mama and me. Okay, girl, what are you doing here? Anu is a goddess, Celtic goddess. I don't know. Or Annie? Okay, she's saying Annie. Okay. So, okay. This will be very general, very random. You'll have to just kind of put the cards together. So I'm going to stick with my animals here. And then after...
Yeah, I'm just going to pull a Regatta's card.
After Cat Mama, we have Miss Tarot D. Not love. Okay. Definitely not love. Okay. Wealth. Okay. So let's just see what we got here. And then after Cat Mama, we have... Okay. Well, health, we don't do, Cat Mama, because that's like that. I mean, a general energy, but we'll see what comes up in the cards. And then you could go ahead and see what resonates with you. And I'm going to get Deb H set here because I know she's... Oh, and there's Monkey. Hi, Monkey. We never see the kitty, but we see the monkey.
The kitty is camera shy. He's usually lurking just off camera.
Oh, he's just too cute. Well, I'm going to take a bath now in front of everybody. I'm an exhibitionist.
Yes. So, Claudia, I think you feel like you're under a burden. This is the 10 of Wands. That you are weighted down at the moment. The Page of Discs suggests that the information is coming, but it's coming slowly. So whatever this health problem is, you are becoming aware of it. And once you know what it is, just like Allison was saying to Jessica, stop judging yourself. Stop it. It's something that you have to. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate.
I was gonna wait till you were done so I wouldn't distract you, but yes, she loves your hair.
It's not something that you are responsible for. So stop that. Stop judging yourself. You're putting in the work. The 7 of Wands. It seems insurmountable, and that you're fighting off things from everywhere, but you have the high ground. So whatever the struggle is, it's not something you can control, and it feels burdensome, yes, but you are getting the information you need. And I drew from my sacred medicine deck, the Elder. So you have wisdom. You know how to handle this. Stop worrying about it. Stop judging yourself and just get it done. That's what I got.
All right. Nice. So her name is Claudia?
Yes, Claudia.
Okay, Claudia. Cat Mama, I didn't know what your name. I just always love saying Cat Mama. So Cat Mama. So I got the Armadillo Spirit, which is setting healthy boundaries. So something's going on where you need to start. Well, you need to. I shouldn't say you need to, but Spirit is recommending that you learn to start setting healthy boundaries, not only with others, but sometimes we need to set them for ourselves as well. Making sure that we're taking time to care for ourselves, our health, watching what we eat, making sure we get plenty of sleep, drinking, getting out, getting exercise, all that good stuff. But really setting healthy boundaries, especially with other people. Especially if there's people in your circle that like to take advantage of your kindness. You may find that you're giving more than you are receiving, and it's depleting you. So right off the bat, healthy boundaries are really needed at this time. And I also got the Canary Spirit. And I love this because the flute was the first instrument I ever learned how to play. And it says, sing your own song. So, set those healthy boundaries. Be who you are. It's like, don't diminish your light. Don't let others try to take your song away from you, tell you how you should talk, what you should believe. Just sing your own song. Be who you are. I also have the Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. When you put those healthy boundaries up and you move into that place of power where you sing your own song, you be who you want to be, you start to notice a whole world opening up to you of new possibilities and opportunities, new people coming into your circle that are drawn to your light, to your energy, that want to be connected to you. And the next card fits perfectly from the Healing Waters, and it's called the Water Codes, and it's ancient wisdom, and the intelligence is within you. And this is beautiful. This card represents the work of Dr. Mazu. Oh, I can never pronounce his name right, but his last name is Emoto, and he passed away a few years ago. But he had these beautiful books where you put energy into water and into crystals, and it would show that when the crystal the energy was loving, the words were loving, beautiful crystal forms, especially in snowflakes would form in these beautiful intricate patterns. And when they would then put exposed water to negative emotions, negative talk, really heavy energy, they would become distorted, broken in pieces, hardly recognizable. So we have power. Remember, watch what you say to yourself. Again, with singing your own song, make sure it's a beautiful song, it's a positive song. And the last card that I also have from that deck is the Isle of Avalon, which is healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. And so when you take care of yourself and you start moving towards people who are more in your circle that are accepting. They don't take advantage of your energy. They give as much as they give as much as they receive from you. It's that beautiful healing where you're on the boat and then you just go with the flow. You're in the, like, you're connecting with people, you're healing, and you're transforming. Beautiful cards. I hope that helped. Mazuru, thank you. Mazuru Emoto. Thank you. I'm glad thank you. We have one of his books. Go ahead, Allison.
And I don't know why I always go blank. This is for Cat Mama, right?
Yep. Her name is Claudia. Yes.
Claudia. So, interesting. So I only had 2 cards come out from the Flowers of the Night Oracle, and then I did pull a goddess for you, which I'll read the goddess in a minute. But so what I pulled here, this is like talking about how there can be an influence around you right now in some sort of way, in some part of your life that is not necessarily negative, and maybe this is something that needs to be in your life right now. Like maybe this is work related or creatively or something, some sort of an influence that's there. It's almost there by necessity, but maybe it's kind of like not really your cup of tea, or maybe you don't have compatible numerology, or I don't know what it is, but there's this influence or energy or something around you that needs to be there, but it's not always going to be there. So just keep that in mind. But there's an influence around you, which this is the influence card, but this is what I'm getting from this. This is right now. This is not forever, but yeah, anyways, whatever this situation or this connection is, make sure you're communicating clearly. And similarly to what we were saying to Jess, don't be small. Make sure you're expressing yourself, especially if this is in some sort of like a, I don't know, business, or this doesn't feel like a relationship, like romantic or whatever. I guess it could be. It doesn't really feel like that. But whatever this is, and I don't know if this is making sense or not, but there's this influence around you. It's not bright and sunny. It's either neutral or maybe kind of muddy, but it needs to be there temporarily, but it will be moving out at some point. But just make sure you're communicating your needs. Don't be small. No. Whatever it is. So just take what I'm saying and see how it might be applied. But there's an influence, some sort of influence, presence, situation, whatever it is. Make sure your communication is clear. It's not like anything detrimental is going to happen, but if you're not clear about what you're trying to communicate, maybe what you're wanting isn't going to turn out the way you would like or in your favor or whatever. And it could be family too. It just doesn't feel like that it is. Anyway, so the goddess that I pulled for you is Cosmic Power. And this is Mon Lisa. Reminds you of Mona Lisa, but it's not. It's Mon Lisa. And her message is similar to the one that we read for Jess. It's not the same, but it does kind of remind me of it. And the funny thing is that Deb was saying when she started her reading that she was referencing back a crossover from what Jess's message was. So anyways, this says, you are in the right place. Release the fear of your power. You are sacred. You are magic. Now that you know this, you can no longer pretend not to. And again, not necessarily all of this will apply. Just kind of listen to the whole thing, see what does. If none of it does, just kind of reflect on it later, because sometimes that's what happens. You get it later on. And the embodiment messages: rise up into your magnificence, love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. Stop pretending to be less than you are. Your real power has nothing to do with external gains. Cosmic power cannot be destroyed or lost. You were created by the same force that birthed the sun and the moon. And the declaration is, or the mantra is, my power shines forth from within.
Wow. Nice. That's a great mantra for all of us every day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, start the day off with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was laughing. She was like, romance, icky. I'm like, okay. And that's why I started laughing. I wasn't expecting to see that. So romance isn't really
Yeah,
on
and also she's saying no. That's another good reason why it's a good idea to give a direction.
Yeah.
That's
definitely
an excellent example of why to give a direction. But I do feel like it'll resonate in some way later. I tried to make it less specific. So
very cool. She says awesome and thanks.
mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
And the
my dear.
goddess, I'm sure those are always,
Yeah.
I love that deck.
They don't mess around.
No, and there's always a message there. It's very cool.
Okay, so our last read for the evening is Miss Tarot D. So it's just a general message, unless there was something you might have thought of
Miss
since.
Tarot D.
I know. Deb, are you ready, or do you want me to go? She's ready. Okay.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
I just need to turn my mic on. Miss Tarot D. The summer solstice. This is my sacred medicine card or deck. That it's by Aisha Frost. The first card I got is the summer solstice, the deer. Nourish yourself. Stop worrying about anybody else, except maybe Hector, and nourish yourself. Then I got the plant kin, sensitivity. So bring back that sensitivity. Bring it back so that you can express it. Don't worry about what anybody else says or thinks. The cedar, it means extraction. So maybe there's something you need to let go of right now. If there is, it will make not everything, but it will make things better if you let go of it now. And once again, I got the Anishinaabe, the good being, worth. You are worthy of all of the love that we give you, all of the love that your husband gives you, all of the love and good things that come are coming your way. You are worthy. Be that small child and look at the world with wonder and accept that everything the world gives you that's good and warm and beautiful, it belongs to you and you are worthy.
Nice. I'm just responding to Gerald. So okay. Oh wow. I love the deer.
I can go if you want.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Ms. Tarot D. So I pulled from the African Goddess Rising Oracle. I pulled Maat, giving and receiving, which is Isis. It's just one of the many names that she goes by. This is a beautiful card. So sorry, I was just getting something here. So anyways, I'm going to read about her. she represents alignment, truth, and balance, and her name means order, as her father, Egyptian sun god Ra, rose out of the chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. So this is the message here. Reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. The sacred scales command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in martyrdom and out of alignment. Basically, it's just saying, probably don't need me to explain this, we need to try to find balance between giving and receiving. Giving, and this is the embodiment message, giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell work. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you are a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all the same to spirit. The goddess declaration, I give easily and freely. I receive freely and easily. And this is not Isis. Sorry, I'm tired and talking nonsense. There's another one here. Mott is not the one, but she has the wings like Isis. There's another one in here, and Isis goes by a completely different name that I've never heard of. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But anyhow, I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, Ms. Tarot D, but yeah, it's basically just about coming into balance and and a lot of people have a hard time with receiving. I've had a couple of friends throughout my life that had a hard time like receiving gifts and feeling, so I don't know how this applies to you or, if you resonate with it or not, but that's the card that I pulled for you, my dear.
Okay, thank you. I might have kind of went with the cards, but
that's okay. I just did the one, so, and I felt drawn to just do the goddess, so that's what I did.
I mean, that deck is amazing. I mean, one card, and it's like I said, it's like every time you pull a card, it's like a message for the whole collective. I mean, that deck is powerful. I understand why you love it. So Grasshopper Spirit, Miss Tarot D, take a leap of faith. And that was what came for you from the Animal Spirit deck. So I have 4 from the Healing Waters, and just really quick, it's all about the sirens. Using your voice, expansion, and freedom. I know we spoke yesterday about, looking at past videos and things, and that the energy level isn't there like it used to be for some of your videos. But you know what? You're healing. You're in a state of metamorphosis. So you're healing, you're getting well. It's telling to embrace the healing. Things are now different. Life's going to be a little different for a while, but you're still going through that change. But you're still the same beautiful soul that, you are, with the previous videos. Making waves. You're making waves. You're coming back to our channels when you can. You're sharing your beautiful new wigs, your jewelry, your messages, your laughter, your love. This is your time. You're slowly coming back. And like I said, this card here is like the energy around it, having that leap of faith, knowing that everything is going to be well. And the other card I have is She Who Flows. Ease, being open to change, and going with the flow of life. So right now, things may be a little slow, but just letting go and go with the flow, like Sonia Raylene likes to say, let it go and let it flow. So just naturally, and with this card too, it's kind of hard to see, but it almost looks like there's like an eye here. You got these beautiful pillars of light. The higher power, your psychic ability, your connection to spirit. You have that beautiful storm, and it's just great. And the storm is behind you. So you're moving forward into this beautiful triangle of light and pillars and change. So You're making waves. You're moving forward. And the last three cards I have are from the Rose Oracle. I have the Thorn, which is creating boundaries, protecting oneself, making clear communication. So this is like the boundaries. Well, this is the boundaries card, like with the other deck, and it's making sure that you have safe and protective boundaries set for yourself. Like not letting people taking advantage, knowing when to give, when not to give, when to hold back. It's that whole innate blossoming, protecting yourself, and I'm sure you understand that very well. I also got the bud, potential, promise, it's about to happen, and keep going. So it's very encouraging. You're full of potential. You've got promise. You're getting better. You're developing your channel. You're changing your lookup. Just keep going. And there's just these two beautiful souls just opening up, and there's that beautiful heart again, and the heart there, and just the waters, the healing waters. And the last card I have is the sacred waters, and it's nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. Exactly everything that you need for yourself right now and what you're doing. So making sure that you're taking good care of yourself. Letting Hector take good care of you. You know, just keep receiving the love and the prayers that we're sending to you, and be good to yourself. Love yourself. Just go with the flow, and things are looking up. And again, just to reiterate, take that leap of faith. Things are going to be good. Things are getting better. So let me get back. And those are the cards I have. And let's see. Cat Mama said something about she froze. Okay. Yes, very rich deck. Okay, Miss Tarot D said, Allison, thank you. And yes, it does. Really working on trying to get my balance back lately and accepting help. Hey, Tange, welcome back, Boop. And we also had Regina. Hello, Regina. Thanks for popping in. To be more like a willow than an oak, to survive the storm. Yep, just like Stevie Nicks saying, like a willow, I can bend. So bend this way, bend that way, but you don't break. Such beautiful readings from all three of you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and gifts with me. And thank you for allowing us
You're
to do
welcome.
that. Yeah, and I saw there was something going on with Cat Mama's questions, or I'm not questions or comments disappearing. I didn't see that on my end. So, but Gerald said he fixed that. And
Yeah, I say I can see her now. Anyways, I don't know. That's why I
so
don't fiddle too much.
yeah, the multi-stream sometimes, but alrighty, ladies, 9:45. Went over a little bit, but thank you for the beautiful messages, for the wonderful time. Deb, thank you. You're always welcome here. You are adored. You are loved here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It was lovely to meet Allyson finally.
Yes, ma'am. It was
And
fun.
And just so everybody knows, in the description, Deb H does do private readings. And if you would like one with her, please contact her at the email. Allison also does private readings as well. Her Venmo and channel is, and I think email. I might have to go fix it, but that's in there. If you would like to reach her for a private reading, of course, everybody knows where to find me. And Deb, do you have anything coming up within the next few days you want to share?
I do not until next week. Next week, I'm going to participate in further discussion about colors with Tara Stash on his Laugh and Learn on Tuesday. And then Thursday, we will be doing some caffeinated and unfiltered.
Ooh, I like those.
Yeah.
I got a really wonderful caffeinated and unfiltered read list. I'm so wonderful. I recommend those. And with the color, yes, I
The
missed
color
the
was
last
great.
one, but the color, I'll have to watch the
We
color.
only
the one that I
covered
saw
last time, so we're going to hopefully cover at least that many this time.
Yeah, like being an artist, I can say there are lots of colors.
Yeah,
And they're like red. Well,
that.
what kind of red?
Yeah.
Do you like?
Would take a while to get through. Even
Yes,
just
contact
Roy G. Biv, right? Yeah.
Oh, and Miss Tarot D said, by the way, Viva la Revolution, Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you were a part of this too. Thank you for being with us. And Gerald added something too. It's going to be a fun week. It sounds like it. Oh
And he's
no!
continuing his world tour. So
It ate me.
stay
Oh my
tuned.
goodness. And Stephen, thank you for being here. And everybody, whoops, 4 colors last week, maybe 4 again or 5. Go with the flow. See what comes. See which ones are willing to talk to you that week.
Yes.
So, all right, so everybody have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you on one of the other channels or one of the lives. Thank you again for being here. Bye.
Bye, everybody.